So let's start with the epic attack of Matt Hannon. Okay, so Matt Hannon was a chief editor of some security magazine. Okay, and there was a quite uh, what you can say, highly impactful attack that has happened to his digital life, in 2012. So let me discuss this very quickly. So what happened to this Matt Hannon in August 4, uh, 2012? Suddenly within the span of 10 minutes, his entire digital life was ruined actually. Okay. So if you can see, this is written by him at 5:02 p.m. The hackers reset the password of his Twitter account. At 5 p.m., they use iCloud's Find My tool to remotely wipe out iPhone. At 5:01, they remotely wiped out iPad. At 5:05, they remotely wiped out the MacBook data, okay, through iCloud. Now, around the same time, they have also deleted the Google account of Matt Hannon, okay. And then at 5:12, within just after 10 minutes, the attacker posts a message to his account, his Twitter account, taking the credit of the hack. Okay, and you can see that particular message here, that clan VV3 and Phobia hacked this Twitter. Okay, so they have mentioned few names and they said that, okay, we are the one who hacked this Twitter account. Okay, and this is a quite a famous person. He wrote articles for for security related articles basically, right? So yes, so let's discuss how actually it happens, right? Okay. So if you know that the Twitter account should be linked with some email ID. In case of Matt Hannon, his Twitter account is linked with the Gmail ID. Okay. So when the attacker, are viewing the Twitter account, they came to know that this particular Twitter account is linked with the Gmail ID, and this is the Gmail ID of the person. Okay, and on the Twitter, there is also the link of his personal website. Okay, and which is quite common. So his personal website is also there. So now, what attacker did is, so this is the first step they get. This is the second thing they know. Okay, they went to the Gmail, web server, and they entered the email ID which they got from here, right? And they clicked on recovery password. I hope you all are aware of recovery password. There is an option of recovery password. As soon as you click on this recovery password button in Gmail, Gmail will show you, okay, if you want to recover your password, we will send you the link of resetting your password on the recovery email ID. Okay, so there is something called recovery email ID, recover or recovery email ID. Okay, so they send this link to reset the Gmail account on that ID. Okay? And that's where the Gmail server has shown information about Matt Hannon's another email ID, which is matthannon@me.com. Okay, so me.com is a mail server of Apple. Okay, and definitely Google is taking proper measures to hide the details. So somehow Google puts few stars in between. The first letter is M and the last letter is N, and it is @me.com. Okay, now I mean, anybody can easily guess that definitely this is the account of Matt Hannon. So definitely Matt Hannon @me.com would be the email ID. Okay. Now, from here, what attacker did, they said, okay, please send a reset link to this ID. Okay. So this is what happened. After that, what attacker did, they went to the, this Apple account. Okay. Me.com email account. Now, if you want to reset a password in Apple mail server, you have to make a call to the customer care. Yes, this is quite a secure thing to do, right? Now, the person who are sitting there will ask few information about you. The first thing is what is your email address. The second thing is what is your billing address. And the third thing is what are the last 4 digits of your credit card number. Okay. Once you give them all these details, they will actually allow you to reset your password. What do you think? Is it point of view of Apple's security mechanism perspective? It looks quite secure that okay, if a person can give these three information, then we can authorize the person based on these three information, which is quite private to a person, and then we can ask him to reset the password. Okay. Yeah. So what this attacker did is, so email address he already has, right? Now Twitter is having his personal website. He did a Whois search on this particular domain. Okay. And in Whois search, what happened? You actually get the actual physical address of the owner of the this website. Okay. So from he get the access of he get the billing address. But definitely, if somebody is famous, so Matt Hannon is a bit famous personality, and getting the billing address is not that difficult, right? So if I ask you that what is the billing address of Amitabh Bachchan, definitely you can do a Google search and you can tell me. Okay. So these two information is okay, but what about this last 4 digits of credit card number? Okay. Now what happened is this person, the attacker actually from Apple, he went to Amazon site. Okay. And he just guessed that okay, if this Matt Hannon is having an Amazon account, and definitely he is using one of these email ID to have the account, right? So fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know, but Matt Hannon is using this Apple's email ID, me.com email ID for his Amazon account. Now, what this person did, he just called Amazon and tell them that I am Matt Hannon and I would like to add one more credit card into my account. Okay. So if you make a call to the customer care in Amazon and you want to add a credit card, they will ask for a few things again. They will say, okay, we will add your one more credit card information. Just tell me the, email ID and billing address of yours, and then give us the details of new credit card and we will add that credit card. Okay. So he has email address, he has billing address, and now what this attacker did, he gave credit card information of which is personal to him. Okay. So this new credit card is added into Amazon's account. So far so good. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the first call to Amazon. Okay. Now after some time this person called Amazon again. Okay. So now he placed a second call or next call saying that I lost access to my account. Okay. So what I can do? So if you lost access of your account, the policy of Amazon is they will say, okay, you just provide us the name, the billing address, and credit card details. Okay. And so once you give all these details, as credit card details I am already having, because one new credit card was already added into the account of Matt Hannon's Amazon account. Okay. And if you will give all the details of all these accounts, they will allow you to do some changes, right? So you can add a new email address to the account. You can say that I lost the, so what he did is he said that he lost the access to his email account and therefore he is not able to access the Amazon account. So Amazon will say, okay, please give us your name, billing address, and credit card detail. We will allow you to add a new email ID into Amazon account. This is also secure, right? Somebody can lost his email account access, and Amazon should give this facility to add a new email account, and the information that he is taking, I think it is sufficient to have to authorize a person. Okay, so from there what he did is he added his personal email ID, okay, or whatever fake ID or something. So he added this new email ID. Now what happened? So from here, he can easily go to Amazon website, enter into the account, right? And then he can uh, change the password. Even there is no need to change the password. He just go there to see the credit card, last 4 digits of the credit card, uh, which belongs to Matt Hannon. Are you getting my point? So now from Amazon, he came back here. He get the access of last 4 digits of credit card. Now this is validated by Apple. Apple gave him the link to reset the password. He reset the password of me.com. Now, if when he opened me.com, there is already an email which says, okay, you can now reset the password of Gmail. Okay. And once you are having password for me.com, you can use Find My tool, which is there, and you can wipe out the data. Okay. So this Find My tool is basically made for a security, it is there for providing a security mechanism that if you lost your mobile, iPhone or iPad or any device, you can remotely wipe out the data. Okay. So yes, so this is the attack that had happened. Quite impressive.
Yes, ma'am.
So now what? So where is the problem actually? See, if you literally see, each and every party is following very good security mechanism. If you see everything separately, everyone is following, and I am very sure that I think I asked you in the previous class that how many of you have enabled two-way authentication on your Gmail. I think none of you have enabled this facility, right? Or maybe one or two have enabled the facility. So generally people don't want two-way communication. So if Matt Hannon enabled two-way communication, sorry, not two-way communication, two-way authentication facility that is available in Gmail, the attack has been stopped there only. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
But generally we are not, you have to think that what you want. So he may be thinking that what is there to hide, right? So I have nothing to hide. I'm keep on posting on my Twitter account and these things, but see what had happened. Okay. The problem lies somehow in the design principles. Individually they are quite well defined, okay, but they have not seen the connectivity of design principles which are there in today's time. There are lots and lots of websites. According to a report, around 60% 60% people are using same password. They reuse their password for different accounts, and I am very sure that most of you also did this thing, right? You have one password and you use that password for multiple accounts. Yes or no? Am I right? Okay, I think all of you are having different passwords, or you don't want to reveal it. So the problem is, see, the 4 digits that Amazon considered unimportant enough to display, right? The same, 4 digits Apple considered secure enough to perform identity verification. Can you see that point? Amazon is considering, okay, what happened? I am not disclosing the entire credit card number. I am just giving last 4 digits. What happened? It is not that much, crucial. Apple thinks the other way around. Apple thinks, okay, I can use last 4 digits of credit card number to verify the person. So here comes the conflict of security mechanism, and therefore design principles is very important to have. Okay.